Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself? How was your day after coming back to
Uh,
work?
yes, I think it's a very good day that I do some I can do some I could do some transaction. I could win some transactions and I think it's a effective day, effective working day.
Oh, that's nice. That's good to know. How do you feel? Do you feel tired,
I
normal? How do you
I
feel?
think that it's normal. I feel normally, but today I'm not tired. I'm not tired because I think that I had just come back home 1 hour ago, and I had dinner, and I have just finished my dinner. But I not feel very tired, and I think that's a very effective working day. I hope every day like today.
Oh, you hope every day will be like today.
Yes, every day would be like today.
That's
So how
good.
about your yeah? Have you visited your mother and your sister today? Yesterday.
Yes, yes, I did. They're getting better.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good news.
Yeah,
And you
those
took
are good news.
your baby with you at the hospital to the hospital,
I'm sorry?
and you took your baby to go to the hospital with you.
Oh
Or you
no,
go or
they
you
cannot
went
get
to
in the
the
hospital.
hospital.
They cannot, they're not allowed to enter babies into the hospital.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see.
Hmm.
So who took your baby? Who took care of your baby when you went to hospital?
My grandmother,
Uh-huh.
yeah, she lives close by. So I left her, she was
Yes.
sleeping, and it didn't take me that much time. So she did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you are a lucky person because you live near your relative. You have
Yes.
your relative around you.
Yes, I am a lucky person. They live really close by, like a few houses away. So I don't feel
Yes.
that lonely because sometimes you can
Yes.
get feel lonely. I spent all day here with my baby. So, and it's good to have someone to talk to or just to have coffee. It's really
Yes.
good.
Yeah. So yesterday you talk a lot to your mother and your sister.
Yes, especially with my mom.
Mm, that's
Yeah,
good.
it wasn't like a long time because my grandmother is 82 years old.
Yes.
So
Uh,
I didn't want it to leave my daughter for such a long time with my grandmother, not because I
yes.
don't trust in her, but I know that she's 82 and it can be kind of dangerous to leave an elderly woman
Mm,
with such baby.
yes.
So
I and my
I
mom
just
cannot.
went really fast.
Yeah.
Yes, your mom what?
I and my mom, until we live in the same house, but it's difficult for us to talk to each other for a long time because we have a different thinking, and well, I didn't live with her for a long time. Uh, for a long time until maybe 2 years, 2 recent years. So um, I and my mom don't talk to each other a lot. Even to that, I am mm, I love her so much, but we can't speak to each other a lot.
Oh, really? You don't get along.
Yes,
You have different opinions.
yes, that's right. Different opinion and different way of living, and sometimes yes. So and we don't have a habit to talk to each other a lot because I think that because I have stayed far from her for a long time, so it's difficult. Maybe, I
Hmm.
try, but still difficult.
Does your mom live with you?
Yes, just recent 2 years.
And may I ask, what
Just,
about your father?
my father died when I was very young. I was
Oh,
a
I
baby.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh, so you were young. And was that difficult for you? Was it a difficult time?
Yes, it was a very difficult time for my mother and for me when I was young.
Do you
Because
have siblings?
have have what
Do you have
what
siblings?
I
Here.
uh, sorry what you sorry.
Do you have siblings? You can it's you can say brothers or sisters, but in just one word, it's siblings. Siblings is the
Sibling,
same that brothers or sisters.
brother,
Siblings,
siblings.
yes.
No,
You can
only me.
ask, "Hey, do you have siblings?" or "Hey, do you have any brothers or sisters?"
Uh-huh. Sibling. No, I don't. I don't have any.
Oh, you're an only child.
Yes.
Okay, how
I
did
think
that
that's
work for you? I know that you
it's,
cannot compare, but at some point, did you wish to have any brothers or sisters?
yes. It's my biggest wish when I was young. But now I think it's okay for me, no problem. But when I was young, I used to wish to have a lot of sister and brothers.
When you were young, you wished to have a lot of sisters and brothers. Okay.
Yes,
And why don't you feel like you wish to have any brothers or sisters?
because I see my friends, they have a lot of sister and brother, and they can play to their sister and brothers. I wish that I were them. I yes, I wish at that time I wish that I were them, having a lot of sister and brothers. It's very nice,
Oh,
and yeah, and in a family, I see that sister and brother with the same age, nearly same age, can play together.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yes,
Um, Maybe
yes,
as sister,
and
it will be nice for you to support. And that is weird that you feel like you cannot get along with your mom, especially if you are an only child, because So for a long time, we're just the two of you. So you only had each other. Do you understand what I mean?
Uh, not clearly.
When your father died, there were only you and your mom.
Yes,
So you only had each other. You had your mom and your mom
yes,
had you, no one else.
yes,
So it's kind of weird or funny, if you will, that you and your mom have different thoughts and that you don't get along.
yes.
So you both are really strong.
Strong.
Yeah, you
You
both
mean?
have really strong personalities.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And now even when I go to when I went to city to the city for study in university, I live far from my mother, and from then I I have another life, and I have to learn to get along with my friends who shares apartment, who share the room with me.
Mhm.
And after that, I get married. I
Mhm.
got married when I finished the university, and I changed another life. I changed to another life.
Mhm.
So now, yes.
Yeah, I understand. So she helps you with the hotel and she helps you with the kids.
Yes, now she helped me a lot to take care my baby, and to manage the hotel when I am at my work.
Mhm. How old is she?
Yes, 60 years old.
60. My mom is 60 years old too.
Wow, yes.
Yes, she
So
turned two on October.
uh, uh-huh.
Yeah. And I think she's
Yes.
pretty young. To me, she is pretty young.
Yes, I think so because my mother still play badminton, and she rarely gets sick. So I think that she's still healthy. She's still strong.
That's good. Is she in a good health?
Yes,
That's great. And does she go to the hotel every day?
yes, that's right.
When did you ever
Now,
visit your hotel?
every morning, every morning when where I after playing badminton, and I come to my hotel for check-in everything, to make sure that everything in correct place, and after that I go to work, and my mother will be there for all day, and in the evening my husband will replace her to manage the hotel.
And then you have
um,
a night receptionist.
yes, yes, we already had receptionist and um, cleaner, but we have to we have to alternative to be there to make sure everything is in correct situation.
Hmm. How
Yes,
far is this from your house?
very near.
Career
It
Builder
takes
supplying demand payment.
about 5 minutes.
Oh, it's really near to your house. And your current job?
Maybe about it take me about 20 minutes to go from my house to my office. Not very far, and Now I like my office. I like my even to the job is very difficult, but I think that I will pass it. I will overcome the difficult, and the place there I like the location of my office.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the center.
Okay, downtown.
Yes, it's in downtown.
Okay. Wow, you're really lucky because some people they need to they travel like 1 or 2 hours to get to their job.
Yes,
Yeah, you're really
yes, that
lucky.
because I think that here is for me it's not very difficult to get a job in downtown. So I because I already work here for a long time, more than 15 years. So I think that's it's not difficult for me to find a job in the downtown.
Hmm.
And yes, I think that's um, when I maybe after some months when I will be more familiar with my current job. I think that my job will be very okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so I think that I will love my job,
Okay.
and this time I plan to work to maintain the current job for a long time. I plan to work maybe about 3 to 5 years.
Oh, so you already changed your mind.
Yes.
Today was a good day that it made you change your mind.
I think so. I think so. Yesterday, I dreamed that I quit my job, and after that, I am very regretted about with my decision, and I try and I try to recall my decision. I try to talk with my manager that I mean that's I'm very regretted about my decision, and I try to recall the situation. I discussed with my manager, and that I changed my mind, and I didn't want to quit my job. It's just a dream, but I feel very regret this.
You regret that, the decision that you took.
Yes,
Well,
yes, that's right.
yeah, that is a good thing that you didn't take the decision that fast, and it was just something that you were thinking about.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe because you were really
Because the boss got,
stressed for the
yeah,
reports and the
yes,
paperwork that you had accumulated. So maybe that's why.
yes. But it's a very strange feeling, and I afraid in my dream. I was afraid with the feeling that I were jobless, and I didn't know where to go next.
Okay, you say an employee, unemployed. When you don't have a
Unem-
job, you
yes,
say I'm
yes,
unemployed.
yes, unemployed, and and uh, and of unbalanced feeling, a feeling that I were unbalanced, and I didn't know where I will work for the next, and I at that time I didn't know what would I do. So I were very unbalanced at that time, and until I wake up, I still have that feeling.
Yeah, when you have that kind of dreams, you feel strange the whole day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens to me too. And you know, being unemployed, it's not that bad if you don't have children in a family. But
Uh-huh.
you have a family, you have children, so you think, wow, I
Yes.
need to support my family. They're still very young, but you have your husband that helps you,
Yes.
and that is a good thing. Um, and also that you have your hotel, you have your own business.
Yes.
So that is pretty good too. Because even though
Yes.
if you don't have a job, well, you still have your hotel.
Yes. That's right.
So I mean, I know that you can be afraid, but also you can give yourself the opportunity to rediscover what you want and take a break from your
Yes.
job.
Yes, that's right. I think there's now I'm much better than I was young because when I was young, I often feel unbalanced. I used to feel unbalanced in my life
Hmm.
because yes, because at that time, I often were stay at home alone during my mother during when my mother went to work.
Hmm.
I used to stay at home alone,
Hmm.
and yes, and as I think that's I am a strong emotion. I often have a strong emotion, so
You can say you are emotional.
yes, I am a emotional person, so I easily get uh, unbalanced in
Hmm.
feeling. So, yes, and I am afraid with that feeling, and now I try to balance balance it by many ways by
How can you do that?
talking. I try to talk in. I think that's the most important thing in our thinking, and I think that's you are right when you learn yoga or Thai what
Tai
the
Chi.
word you say Tai Chi. I think that's the best way because just our feeling it's it because our feeling and uh, hmm, if we change a little our habit, for example, try to talk to try to talk much every day with other person with other people,
Hmm.
and we should have mm, mm, I mean that we should have a job, a work, not job, but a work to do regularly every day. So it helps us to balance the life.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like you. When you describe yourself, I feel like you are talking about me because I am also a very emotional person, and
Yes,
I really let different situations affect me, which is not good,
yes,
you know.
hmm,
And
yes,
I am trying, and sometimes I feel like exercise and yoga and Tai Chi and stuff, it helps me, but not all the
yes,
time. Most of the time, I do feel unbalanced and I do feel like the need, like, I need to scream and I need to run away from everything. And I used to do that. I used to live in a lot of countries and different locations, just running away from my own feelings, from my own. thoughts and ideas. But now that I have a baby, I cannot do that because I don't want to teach her to live that kind of life. If in the future she wants to, it is up to her. I won't say
Yes.
anything. But right now, I don't want to teach her um, just to run away from everything, from herself. And that's pretty much what I did. And sometimes I do want to do that. Sometimes I just want to run away, to grab my bags and take her with me to go back to Central America, to a nice beach and live there. But I cannot do that. She's really small yet.
Yes, that's right. You can do when she grow up. She
Yep.
grow up, you can do very funny and very cheerful. But now I think that because she's so little, so it's not good for you and for her.
Yeah, but I don't know. I am planning to move. I don't want to live in this house anymore. Um, so I am planning to move. I don't know where or when, but I do would like to go back to Central America. It's warmer. I think it's a weather kind of like Vietnam because it's the tropical
Hmm. Do
too.
you want to live to move to Vietnam for living? Because I see a lot of foreigner who who come here and stay for a long time, maybe more than maybe some years here in Vietnam, and I see that they are very happy to live here.
I would love
Mm,
to, but I think
when
it's expensive to live there or to rent an apartment.
No, I think it's not expensive because uh, apartment here. Um, for example, yes, we have a room here. It take about it cost about 3 or 4 million Việt Nam dong, equivalent with to 150 dollar a month.
$150 a month? Ah, but just a room,
Yes,
not an apartment.
yes, a room, not apartment, but in the room you have a toilet. You mm, some room maybe if have a cook, if you cook in your room, it cost you about 200 USD a month.
Well, no, it's actually not that expensive. But yeah, I would like, I've been thinking about it, just to go
Yeah,
to, right now that my daughter is quite small and she doesn't have to go to school. So
yes, but
I would like to live in
see,
another country, but I would like to
yeah,
rent a furnished apartment.
yes, furnished apartment. I think that's it will cost you around um 600 600 USD a month.
600 USD.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
With one bedroom, one living room, and a kitchen. I think it costs you about 600 USD.
Wow, I think it will be better a room.
Yes, better, much better than a room because it have a many apartment have some rooms, one bedroom, one living room, one kitchen. I think it is enough, but it will cost much much more than a room.
I think in this case it will be better just to rent the room because
Yes,
if an apartment only has one room, so it will be the same. I will have to share the room with my daughter.
that's right.
And what
Some
about the
apartment,
food? How is the food expensive?
I think it's not expensive. Um, a day if we go to supermarkets or market to buy food, I think there's it's to one person or two person, it should cost us about one wa- 50 50 50,000 Vietnam dong for a meal. That's equivalent with
Mm-hmm.
$2, $2 for one meal.
Wow.
$2,
Yeah,
yes.
the food is not expensive. Not at all.
Not expensive, yes. Yeah, I think that a day is maybe cost you around $5 to $10 for the food a day.
Mm-hmm. And
Not expensive.
well, you are telling me that because you live in the city, right? You live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
But
but
I live in district two. It's near close with the downtown. I mean here district one is the most expensive,
mm-hmm.
and yes, and I live near Thảo Điền district where a lot of foreigner to live there, to live and to work there.
And what about if I want to live near the beach? Is it
Uh,
more expensive?
I think that's near the beach. Maybe it's cheaper, but it's near the beach. You have to live in some provinces near the beach, and the living the living cost will be cheaper, but it's sad, and uh, it's more difficult to find a job as English teacher.
Oh, well, my idea will be to continue doing online teaching.
Yes. So online teaching.
Yeah,
You
so I
mean
can
that
move
you?
anywhere.
Yes, that's
Because
right.
if I find a teaching job, I will need to find a babysitter for my daughter. So
Yes,
it
that's
doesn't
right.
make any sense. And as I work from home, basically I can go anywhere I want.
Yes. Mm, but I think that's because your baby is still young, still little, so
Hmm.
you should stay near your relative to get your support, to receive the support from them, because when you are busy, because your little baby, they need a lot of they need to have someone to take care her. So I think that's you should wait until she grow up.
Oh, well, yeah. And besides, saving money for the plane ticket is not that easy because it's a really expensive um plane
Um,
ticket.
yeah, yes, plane ticket. I heard that in some low season, um, mm, from Vietnam to America, it take around 1,000 USD.
Yep, it's really really expensive. And
Yes,
do you need to have a visa to stay in Vietnam? I mean, I am
I think
foreign. Yeah, I'm
yes.
foreigner.
I think yes, but easy, more easy than to get visa to stay in the US.
So if I want to stay in Vietnam, I just say that I work. I
Yes,
work.
that's right.
Basically, I work.
Yes,
I work in Vietnam.
yes, that's right. I think that in Vietnam you will be easy to get a job as an English teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and here they need. foreigner, they need English teacher a lot. So you can easy to find a job as an English teacher. And here there are a lot of company they can help you to sign the contract uh, to hire you to be a teacher. And I think that you will easy to get a visa to live in Vietnam.
Yeah, I would like to, I don't know, to stay maybe a year living in Vietnam so I can learn the language, but I think it's really difficult.
If you come here, I will help you.
It's really
That
difficult. You know why? Because you have a lot of, I don't know how to say this. Um, because in English, we only have the apostrophe and that's it. But I see that there are many letters that you put dots or you make like a little tail
yes,
on each
yes,
letter.
that's right. Yes, but I see that other foreigner they don't need to learn Vietnamese because here there are many people can speak English. So I think that's no need for foreigner to learn Vietnamese. If you stay here for a long time, I think that you should to know some very common words, Vietnamese words. That
Hmm.
enough. Yes, and you. I think that you will easy to get Vietnamese friend who can speak English everywhere, and they can help you.
Yeah, I would love to find a place, maybe not the beach or the coast, like a warmer place because um, if I want to change location, I would love to go to a different kind of weather.
Yes, that's right. Because I think that in your country the weather is very cold and very tough.
Yeah. So I would love to change, to a warmer place.
Yes,
Hopefully
on to
like
Vietnam. I think that Vietnam is maybe the your good choice.
yeah, so I don't know, like the coast, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that's right. But the here in Vietnam, uh, the coast. Um, if you want to live near the coast, you have to travel to some provinces, uh, and it's not the city. That's provinces. In not there one in Da Nang province.
Mm-hmm.
I remember some big province in Vietnam. They have a beach. For example, Da Nang
Mm-hmm.
province, Nha Trang province. They have a very beautiful beach there. And I think that Da Nang is developed uh, developed as Ho Chi Minh City. So I think that
Oh, really?
if you
It's more
yes,
developed than
that's
Ho Chi
right.
Minh City.
Yes, but of course developed less than Ho Chi Minh City, but it's okay. It's people say that it's either maybe top five city have have economic
Mm-hmm.
developed in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm not such a fan of the big cities. I rather not the countryside, but I prefer quiet places, like not the city,
Yes.
just so you can relax and go for a walk. And I love the beach, so I would love to go to the coast and look at the sunset. I'm more that kind of person.
Uh-huh. But so that's that a quiet life. You feel better to live in a quiet life.
Yes, I feel so much better if I live, just relax and chill in a quiet life.
Yes.
Yes, that I'm
Mm.
that kind of person. I know that you like the city.
Yes, that's right. Because you see, I changed my habit a lot. You see, when I was young, I afraid to talking with people.
I
I
was
was
afraid to talk to people.
yes, I was afraid to talk to people, and I was same. I was shy talking with people, meeting with people. I was
Shy.
shy, yes, and I have to try my best, and now I change differently with me before. Now I like to talk with people, to talk to everyone, and in Vietnamese people said that I have a skill in talking. I don't know why.
You
You
are
see,
very talkative person, and
yes,
um you are very friendly, and when you talk, you sounds very wise.
wise.
Yes, you know what wise is? Wise. Wise is a person that has a lot of wisdom. Not
Uh-huh.
intelligence, but wisdom. You know what wisdom is? Here.
Not clear. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this is the correct translation.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
Okay, wisdom is a
Yes.
person that because of, sometimes they say that only older people are wise. Only older
Uh-huh.
people have
Yes.
wisdom.
Yes, that's right. I
But
think there's
you sounds like a
yeah.
person that has a lot of wisdom.
You see, because I learned from my husband in Vietnam. He comes from the north.
Mm-hmm.
In Vietnam, there are three area: the north, the center, and the south. And three area, the people who was born in these three different area have a different personality and thinking. So I learned from my husband who come from the north. um, uh, 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 Here in the north, people they because different culture and different way of living, and then the north people are said to be more wisdom than the people from the central and the people from the south.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes,
Why is that?
because uh, in the north, in Vietnam, long long time ago, um, in the north, how can I say, the north people, they uh, because it's a poor reason. It's a poor reason. So the people, they have to work more, and they have to think a lot to be survive, to be able to survive. So because there it's difficult about the have a more difficult weather, more tougher have a tougher weather there. In the winter it's very cold and it's very hot in the summer. um, Besides, the economy there not developed as in the south, because in the south there are a lot of import and export good from overseas. So the people in the south have an um, more wealthy life than in the north.
Wow, that is
Yeah, so yeah, so people in the south they don't think a lot to be survive, and men the yes,
in
and
the
after
north
many
there is Hanoi, right? The capital.
yes, that's right.
I thought that Hanoi was like a more developed city.
Yes, but not economy is a political capital,
Mhm.
political city.
Mhm.
Is more because the capital there and government, there are a lot of government offices to located
Mhm.
there. So it's more to be political than in the south. In the south, Ho Chi Minh City is the the biggest,
Yes, I know.
the most yeah developing city
More
in Vietnam,
developed.
in Vietnam.
More
Yeah,
developed city in
the most
Vietnam.
it,
Mhm.
yes, right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, and maybe you're right. People from the coast, or yeah, they the way of thinking is different from the developed
Yeah,
cities.
yes, and and people said that is in the south the life easier than in the north, and people the south people easier seem to more simple and friendly, more friendly than people from the north. Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, I
Yeah.
was just analyzing that because my way of thinking of Asian people, to me, is that all of them in general are very wise.
Yes.
Yes, I really have high standards for you people because
Yes.
other not even Europeans, or well, Americans, we are the worst, I think. But I don't know why I have always have a strong connection with Asia.
Uh-huh.
So I loved um, Asian culture, and I love everything related to it. So my concept about Asians is that they are all very wise. They have a lot of wisdom
Yes.
when they speak, when they give advices. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Did I lose you? Hello. Hello.
I have just restarted.
I know, and I was
I thought
about to
it's
tell you that we have been really lucky.
yes. Teacher, I want to ask your opinion. If I mm, extend the course and it will be better for me if I have a 2 day off a week I think that it should be Monday and Friday.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yes, so I will attend five evening a week.
I'm sorry, the connection is
Is
really poor.
that
I can is your voice is cutting off, so I cannot understand very much what you're saying.
sorry? I will drop the connection and I will call you again.
Okay. Okay, I'm here.
Yes, I think this. I will extend the course